Hey guys, we're back with another recipe from 30-minute paleo meals. Today we're going to do waffles with wild boar sausage, sweet potato, kale, baby kale, ragout, and maple syrup. The only thing is that I don't have the wild boar. I looked everywhere and I cannot find it anywhere. You'd have to go to like a meat specialty place, and there really isn't anything here in Arizona, but this does have a picture, so it's supposed to look like that. It's got lots to this recipe, guys. This is like using the whole kitchen for this whole recipe. So the first thing we're going to do is I've got my waffle thing over here, so let me show you my waffle iron. You guys have seen it before. We're going to go ahead and turn this on here. We're going to spray it with some avocado oil. You can use coconut oil, you can use whatever you want, just to spray it here. And then we're going to let that preheat. And then the next thing we're going to do is use my food processor. So it's over here, and we're going to add a bunch of stuff to this, so a lot. So the first thing we're going to add is apples. So you can use one Honeycrisp apple or a Gala apple. And I've got some Honeycrisp, so I already cut them up into cubes. So you want to pour those in there. And then we're going to add a banana, so one banana. We got some banana cut up right here. It's weird, huh, so far. And then we're going to add some almond butter. We need a whole cup of almond butter, still using my simple green. So we're going to add this in. This is a lot. I don't know how well I like almond butter. I don't know if it's because of the consistency or what, but I just do not particularly like how thick it is, and like it's just weird. But because we've used it quite a bit in these recipes, and some of it's good and some of it's not. I think it's what it's paired with. So hopefully with the apples, with the almond butter, will be good. Oh, I forgot to grab the egg. We need 2 organic cage-free eggs. Let me grab that. Sorry, I had to grab that out of my fridge. So I'm going to add 2 of these. And this is going to be our mixture for the waffles. This is going to be our, pretty much our base for the waffle here. So have you ever made waffles out of apples and bananas? I have not. So there we go. And then we're going to add some arrowroot. I have actually used this before in a keto recipe, so this is definitely keto. The apples and the bananas are not keto. They're not. They're too much sugar. So 1 tablespoon of, this is just going to combine it and make it thicker. So we got the arrowroot in there. Baking soda. Again, never used this much baking soda or anything like that in any of my other recipes. Even when I normally cook, I don't use this. So a half a teaspoon of baking soda. And then we're going to add in sea salt, half a teaspoon. There we go. And then we're going to blend this until smooth. So here goes nothing. Now it's starting to get smooth. We'll do one more round, so we just make sure we get all the apples broken up. It looks like there's a couple more chunks in there. I think it's good now. I'm not seeing too many chunks. I keep hitting the blade. Yeah, I think we're good. So we're gonna set this aside. Just gonna leave this here. And then we're gonna move over to the stove. So I did not have, like I said, the boar sausage. So I am just going to use, I am just going to use Jimmy Dean's sausage, which it smells good. I like it. I think it will pair with this very well. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make the ragout, and we're gonna go over to the pan here, and we got to see what the lighting looks pretty good. So let's read the instructions here. So in the meantime, heat the olive oil on the skillet here, or in the pan, medium-high heat. There we go. And then we're going to add onions. Another thing, breakfast for onions. I don't like it, but this time I did much better. I actually cut them up really little. I mean, I think I'm gonna like this recipe without the, I wish I wouldn't have made this much, but again, I'm doing what the recipe says, so we'll see. I'm gonna add this onion in here. One full, actually you're supposed to use two large sweet onions diced, and I'm only using one, because that's a lot of onions, you guys, a lot. And so we're gonna do this here. Bring this down, and then we're going to add apples. So this apple that you're going to use this time is, what was it? Granny Smith apples. So that's what I've got here. Sorry, it's orange. These are those green apples. So I'm going to let this sit here and kind of saute. Them cook. Three to 4 minutes it says, but my oven just does not like to work very well. So we're going to let this sit until I feel like the onions have gotten soft. Okay. And then we're going to come back over to, see, I said we're moving all over the place. So now we're moving back over to the waffle maker here. Can you see it? Yep. And so it says pour 1/4 of a cup of batter into the waffle maker. So let's just grab this here. See how messy this is. Let's take it straight out of here. See what it does. Nope, you can't see. Okay, so we're just gonna pour. And this is the waffle mix. It doesn't make very much. I'm wanting to make it bigger, but it sticks so bad. Like that. That's not a very big waffle. I'm gonna make it bigger. Just taking the excess off the blade here. And see, it just sticks to everything. I'm not a big fan of this almond butter. Not a big fan of it at all. I'll just do half of this. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna let this cook for a few minutes here. It says, and then this is starting to go, so I'm gonna grab a plate here. This is what I'm gonna put the waffles on. See what it looks like. Hey, it looks like a waffle. Those other waffles that we made a while back, those were good. I can't remember the name of them now. I'll have to look in the recipe book. There we go. I think this is supposed to make how many waffles? It says it serves 8, but I don't think that's true. Some more great stuff. Hopefully we're going to add sausage. So I made that 1 pound of Jimmy Dean's sausage. So we're just going to add this in. And then we're going to add some red pepper flakes. 1 teaspoon. Where did I do this one? 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. There we go. And then we're going to add in, what is next? Oh, cinnamon. Red pepper flakes and cinnamon. Weird. That's 1 teaspoon too. I'm not liking this. Why would you add, I don't know. And then we're adding in salt, which is a sea salt, about a half a teaspoon. And then I need to go change this waffle thing out and just mix this, saute it for about 10-15 minutes. The cinnamon on the apples smell good, but I don't know about everything else, you guys. It looks weird. I would have not have thought about this combination. So let me get that waffle while this is cooking the waffles. And then we have to add some baby kale to this mixture, even more stuff. Now we're going to add 3 cups of baby kale. Disgusting. This sounds worse and worse. Kale is disgusting. I just don't understand why it would be this much. And it said to let it wilt. So there's our baby kale. I mean, its presentation is beautiful, but how does it taste? That is the question. I'm going to put it on low. And that's pretty much it. We just top this with over the waffle and add some syrup. I don't know, you guys. Waffle looks good. And then we're going to add in this. Get a good piece of chunk. We got apples, we got sausage, we got onions, we got kale, we got cinnamon, all this weird stuff. Red pepper flakes. Oh my goodness. And then we're going to add some maple pecan syrup from Choco's. Might take a minute though. This always has to be thawed. I should try it without the syrup, but I should have let this sit outside. We'll be back in a second. Okay. this before it gets too dark. Come on. There it comes slowly. I want to put a pound of this on there just so that I know it tastes good. That's what I want to do. Let's try it, you guys. Very nervous. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm not too excited about this at all. Here is the kale, sausage, almond butter, waffle. The waffle's not bad. The waffle is actually pretty good. But when it comes to that kale, I kind of just want to get a piece of sausage and here's just the sausage and the waffle. That is actually pretty good. So I think it's just the kale. The onions I can't really taste. But I think that if it wasn't, I mean, it's actually pretty good. Very different. Very, very different. I've never had anything like this before in my life. And I kind of like it. It's different. I keep trying it, so I must like it. Hopefully my husband will like it too. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!